And I'm the owner of Powercrafter, and I'm here to show you how easy it is to engrave on a steel blade. One of the things that we sell here at Powercrafter is a stencil film. It makes it really easy for you to copy off the image and then paste it onto any one of the surfaces that you'd like to carve. In this case, I had to kind of find a few different designs and paste them together for what I'd like so that they fit the blade just the way I'd like. And then I put a few on to my stencil film, and then I also added some of these other decals that I really like, just so if I have other projects in the future, I'm not wasting stencil film on just one project. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on the engraving, and we'll see how it goes. I'm on to a part of the project where I've etched out some of the outline, and I noticed, and I wanted to show you this because this is an important part when you're using the stencil film. I noticed down here in this section I didn't finish this small little swoosh area. Now when you're doing a bigger pattern, a lot of times you'll miss that and you'll end up pulling it off, and then sometimes you haven't made a copy. It's a good idea to have a copy to look at so that you can find out what it is you missed. And then also, it's a good idea to take a second and look over your project before you remove the stencil film. I finished up that list a little bit, and I'm going to remove the stencil film. So I just peel off the stencil film, and when you're peeling it off, you can look, and if you look closely, you can see the image etched into the surface. Now, if you feel like that image is not dark enough or deep enough, it's a good idea to maybe go back and touch it up. If you like what you see, then you can work with it, and you can always go back over and deepen it once you peel the stencil film off. Then you can go ahead and do that. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to continue and pull the film back because I feel pretty comfortable that I got through most of my areas. So here I go. I'm going to pull it back. What I like to do too is get a little razor blade just so I can get the pieces off. I try not to scratch the surface, so I'll just pick and pull the pieces off. Finished up the tracing portion of the knife. All I did was trace the outline so that I can start the engraving from here. You could just leave it like this if this is kind of what you're after. If you just want a light traced outline, it's kind of cool. People seem to really like it, and if you're trying to just do quick engravings to make a few bucks, these are quick and easy ways to do it. But from here you can take it to many different directions. You can put stippling, you can kind of carve out some different sections, you could even shadow it. You can really do whatever you want to do with it from here, but I'm gonna probably do a little bit of stippling on the inside of the design, and I'll take. Now if you look at the knife, you can see when I stipple, it brings out a whole lot more than just the carving. If you're looking for just that light touch of the carving, it can be pretty, but some people like to bring out the design a little bit more with the stippling. There is also a product called Rub and Buff that you can rub into the grooves to bring it out with, you know, a black Rub and Buff or something that would bring that out if you're wanting to stay with that dainty design, which isn't bad. You can also fill it in by just making long grooves through it. It's really up to you what you want to do. Now, I'm just finishing up some of my final touch-ups, and what I wanted to show you is kind of a finished product. I still haven't cleaned it off, and I haven't gone over it with my final stippling, but I'm going to turn off this light here. I like to have a lot of light when I work so I can see what I'm doing. You could even use magnifying glass or any kind of project, you know, something you can get the image larger. It helps you to get right up in there. But that's basically how you would carve a knife blade. There's several different ways to do it, but that's one way I like to do it. If you like this video, just let us know. You can contact us at powercrafter.us for any bits, stencil film, or a Powercrafter. Hope you guys have fun engraving. I had a lot of fun showing you this one.